A quick rundown on the prototype shop, guys. This is going to be a fast video talking about this feature right here, this shop in the game, the prototype cores. So this is something I hope a lot of people know how to do, and I really do, but there's going to be some people that are doing it in the way that I don't like, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and explain and thoroughly explain why this certain method is not that great. So if you guys don't already know, there's this little shop right here called Prototype Shop. So what you do here is you get these things right here, prototype cores. How you get prototype cores? There's multiple ways. There's these exam things at the top of the thing that you can do like every year. There's also, you can get some rare ones from the donations as well too. It says right here, prototype cores 10. These are just a few ways of getting it. But the primary way to get prototype cores is simply by going over here. Let's say I'm gonna do one. Let's do analyze one. If you have a leftover print, hit analyze, and boom, convert here, get some cores. So how you go about and seeing this part right here, for this part, you must have the ship at developer 30 minimum. Developer 30 is when you're eligible to toss away your leftovers for these prototype cores. One SSR is 5, and one UR I believe is like 20, I think. Let me go ahead and double check. Yeah, 20. So that's how you go about getting them. Now this is something geared more towards end game. There's going to be some people that have them, but not a lot of people. This is more towards end game. When you have a lot of leftover prints from researching and whatnot, you're gonna have some leftover that you can use for prototype core. So the primary usage for cores, there's multiple of them. I'll go ahead and talk about each of them specifically. Starting with EXP. You can use EXP. You can use these prototype cores for EXP, or not these, but like there's the one before this one. I think it's one of these or whatever. I personally never did them. Let me see if I have it in my inventory. Actually, I can show you guys. But you can cash these in for EXP. Okay, I don't have any, but don't do it. It's not worth it. Now, some of you guys may think the grind is very, very long. If you're playing this game and you intend to play on this game for a very, very long time, no, don't do it. Just wait it out, grind it out. You'll eventually get it. Trust me, it is what it is. And I'll say this from even a normal casual point of view. Even if you play this game very, very rarely, you play, let's say you get 2% EXP a day for your PR ships, right? I'm sure even if you play super casually, you will get those ships unlocked before you hit developer 30. Developer 30 is a bigger gate compared to unlocking the ship. So just wait a bit and be patient. If you really want the ship that badly, just grind it out, honestly. Don't use these cores on EXP. Just that easy. Now, that being said, let's talk about the items individually. The first one we have is Series 3. This is for PR2 and PR3. This is not a bad trade if you really, really want to get your ships faster. Like say FDG, Azuma, and Drake. You want to get them developer 30 faster. This is not a bad trade. It's 10 a month. These restock each month, by the way, aside from another item that I'll talk about later on. You get 10 a month. It's not terrible, but it's very, very expensive. Getting 10 of these a month is 1,200 cores. And I told you before, if you want to get cores, SSRs is 5, UR is 20. So if you want to talk about it in a sense that how much these are going to cost, it's going to cost, wait, my math's going to stuck here. Give me a sec. It's going to cost 240 SSR prints to get all 10 of these per month. Leftovers, by the way. It's expensive. It's expensive. You shouldn't trade SSRs to get these unless you really, really are done with the shop. Then that's fine. But this one right here, I say it's like the second best choice. I'll talk about more of them later on. But this is right here the second best choice. Their best choice, this one goes back one season before. This is Series 2 only. So this is for FDG and Azuma. This right here is the same as basically this one, but there's no Drake here. So it's just basically, you can think of it as 20 prints for PR2 if you can cap these out for 2,400 cores. But this one is not as good as this one. if you were to get one of these, go for this one because more flexible. SSR prints. PR3 SSR prints, no. You will 100% get these to developer 30 way before the UR ones, unless you really want to ship, but don't buy these. These right here are a scam. Series 3 is a scam. Series 2 is a scam. Do not buy these. That is not worth it. Now we have the weapons series. So PR3 weapons aren't terrible. It's not terrible. You have a sextuple Bofors, which is pretty good. You have the I think it's, which gun is it? I think it's this one right here. You have the champagne gun right here. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now obviously though, you can't buy the UR print here. I'm pretty sure you can't. Yeah, you can't. So it's not super amazing. Like, you get gear prints naturally. PR3 specifically doesn't have any like super game changing gear in terms of like what you see right here. It's not super game changing, so I say skip it. It's not a big deal. Same as PR2 right here. Nothing from PR2 is super amazing. You skip on those. And PR1. Now I said before in one of my other videos that PR1 gear can't be accessible anymore. You can pick them from the research apparently, so you can still get them. But for these though, you can skip on them. The most important gear from PR1 can be accessible now in like Gear Labs or PR4. So like the Bofors and the Neptune's gun, St. Louis gun, Rune gun has like the same similarities, counterparts in Gear Labs. You don't have to pick these. These aren't that great. They're not bad choices, but I would not pick these at all. Don't waste your cores on these. And lastly, the 457. If you have leftover cores, high focus. Use your cores to get these. These cost 60 each, 3,000 to cap out one gun. You get 3,000. You need 3,000 to cap one gun out, and there's a lifetime, so you can't get this anymore unless there's a future update saying you can get more of these. It's only one full gun right now, 50 prints. So 3,000 for one of these, which is equivalent to 600 SSR prints, or about 150 UR prints. So for one full gun, that is not a bad trade. That is very good. Highly recommend that if you guys have your cores, spend it on these. When you buy this though, I advise just waiting a bit. Save your cores. Don't use it on anything else. There's something really important right now that you need them for. So they might add more UR guns in the future or restock or something. Just hold on to your cores. Don't spend it on other things right now. But if you get a lot of cores, you're sparing cube missions and research and whatnot, you have a lot left over. You can go ahead and stock up on UR prints if you really want to. Prepare for Fate Sim 5s if they ever release them, for Drake and whatnot. But if you're done with that though, just hold on to them. There's no reason for you to use them. Nothing really important here. This is just extra stuff for like leftover prints. These are just optional stuff. These are like kind of whatever. The most important thing right here is the UR gun, because this takes a very long time to make, guys. Very long time. So I hope that answers any questions that people have about the cores. Remember, don't use them for EXP. I'm pretty sure it's something else. It's not these. It's another type of currency that's similar to this. Don't use those for EXP. Cash them in, and eventually slowly work towards your UR gun. Once you're done with the UR gun, hold on to them. Wait until next year's update or whatever, and they might add Drake's gun and whatnot, and restock on the 457. All that fun stuff. All right, guys. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.